Tracy, this is Marquita. Can you hear me just fine?
Yes, Marquita, I can hear you fine.
Okay, thank you.
Just doing an audio test for Tracy before we start. Can you hear me?
You sound good.
Thank you.
Ditto for me.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call to order proceeding number 26C-0039-INS. I'm Kelly Rosenberg, the administrative law judge assigned to this proceeding. This is a commission standing show cause insurance hearing set by notices and complaints to individual respondents. And at this time, I'd like to take appearances, and let's start with staff.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Justin Larson, Assistant Attorney General, here on behalf of PUC staff, and with me as always is staff witness Marquita Riley.
Thank you. Good afternoon. And it doesn't look like right now we have any respondents that have shown up. I will pay attention, although anyone is welcome to let me know if they see someone, and it doesn't seem as though I've observed that, but we'll go from there if anybody else shows that. Just at the outset, just a couple of quick disclaimers or statements. Just I want to inform or remind all participants that it is the commission's practice to record and webcast legal proceedings, including this one. And we have our court reporter recording every word stated. And I may make a couple more advisements if it's necessary if somebody else shows up, but since it looks like it's just staff, why don't you go ahead and proceed?
Thank you, Your Honor. Staff calls Marquita Riley.
Great. Ms. Riley, do you mind raising your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Go ahead and proceed.
Good afternoon, Ms. Riley. Can you please state and spell your name for the record?
Marquita Riley, Marquita Riley.
And who is your current employer?
The Public Utilities Commission.
What is your job title with the commission?
I'm the program assistant for the transportation unit.
And can you describe your role in today's proceeding?
I review the commission records and coordinate with staff for these proceedings against motor carriers that do not have current effective levels of financial responsibility on file with the commission.
Do the commission's rules require motor carriers and vehicle booting companies to file evidence of financial responsibility?
Yes.
And can you just tell us which rules impose this requirement?
Yes, per Rule 6008 and Rule 6812B require that motor carriers maintain and file evidence of financial responsibility with the commission.
What needs to be provided to the commission in order to show financial responsibility?
Per Rule 6008, motor carriers must electronically file certain forms. An example be a Form E as evidence of financial responsibility.
And how long does this evidence of financial responsibility remain in effect?
Per Rule 6008, motor carriers insurance company must give the commission a 30-day advance written notice when insurance is not being renewed or if it's being canceled.
What is the next step when the PUC receives a notification of cancellation or non-renewal?
I use the commission's operates database to compile a list of motor carriers that we received written notice of cancellation.
Thanks, Ms. Riley. Before we get into the exhibits, were the exhibits for today's hearing provided to the respondents?
Yes, they were. Would you like for me to explain how they were provided to the respondents?
That would be great. Thank you.
Yes, so I created a list of the permit numbers and email addresses that we have on file for each respondent. I then emailed that list and the exhibits over to the AG's office. The AG's office pre-filed the exhibits. They emailed the respondents and copied me on the email as well.
Thank you. Now let's take a look at what's been previously marked as staff's hearing exhibit 1, if we could pull that up. Thank you. And can you see that, Ms. Riley?
Yes, I can.
Can you describe this document?
Yes, this is the initial hearing cycle listing that contains the names of the motor carriers that we received notice that their financial responsibility was going to expire.
Did you prepare this list?
I did.
And how did you prepare it?
I used the Commission's OpRights database to compile this list.
Now, when did you prepare this list?
On January 12th, 2026.
And is that the date reflected in the bottom right-hand corner box there?
Yes,
Does the commission create a hearing cycle listing like the one we see in Exhibit 1 as part of its regular course of business?
yes,
And is it the commission's practice to maintain documents like Exhibit 1 as part of its business record?
yes.
Move to admit Exhibit 1, Your Honor.
Admitted.
Now, Ms. Riley, based on the list that we see up here, what action did the commission take?
The Commission then sent the letter to each respondent.
And can we please now pull up what's been pre-marked as staff's hearing Exhibit 2? And can you see that, Ms. Riley?
Yes, I can.
Can you describe what this collection of documents are?
Yes, these are copies of the letter sent to the respondents on today's updated list.
And what does the information in the letters tell the respondents?
The letter explains that all operations under its authority are suspended as of the date the insurance expires, unless proof of proper insurance is submitted to the Commission. The letter also provides notice of today's hearing and advises the respondents that if proper evidence of financial responsibility is not submitted to the Commission, then its authority may be permanently revoked.
When did the commission send these letters?
On January 12th, 2026.
Is it the commission's practice to create letters like these in the regular course of business?
Yes,
Is it the commission's practice to maintain letters like Exhibit 2 as part of its business record?
yes,
Move to admit Exhibit 2, Your Honor.
Admitted.
Now, Ms. Riley, does the commission require motor carriers to establish and maintain a designated agent?
yes. Per Rule 6006 requires that motor carriers establish and maintain a designated agent.
And were these notice letters in Exhibit 2 sent to the addresses of the designated agents on file with the commission for each respondent?
Yes,
And how did the commission serve these letters?
through first-class postal mail.
Thank you. And can we please pull up what's been pre-marked as staff's hearing Exhibit 3? Thank you. And can you describe this document, Ms. Riley?
Yes, this is the attachment that was sent along with the notice letters. It contains information about the electronic hearing and how to participate in the video conference hearing today.
And was this sent as an attachment to all the respondents with the notice letters we just talked about in Exhibit 2?
Yes,
And is it the commission's standard practice to include this attachment with the notification letters to respondents whenever it holds an electronic hearing like today?
yes,
Did the commission create this attachment in the regular course of business?
yes,
Is it the commission's practice to maintain attachments like Exhibit 3 as part of its business record?
yes,
Move to admit Exhibit 3, Your Honor.
Admitted.
Now, can we please pull up what's been previously marked as staff's hearing Exhibit 4? Thank you. And can you describe this document, Ms. Riley?
yes. This is the certificate of service for the notice letters and the attachments sent to each respondent.
Did the commission create the certificate in the regular course of business?
Yes.
Is it the commission's practice to maintain certificates like this and as part of its business record?
Yes.
Move to admit Exhibit 4, Your Honor.
I just have one quick question. Is the date of this January 12th as well, 2026?
Yes, I'm sorry. I just noticed that the date wasn't changed on the stamper. It still says 25, but it was 26. I apologize.
No, no worries at all. I do that myself. Just wanted to clarify.
Sorry, it was the first one of the year. My
Yeah,
apologies.
no worries at all. Admitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor, and Ms. Riley. Now, the language on the certificate says, quote, whose name and addresses appear below, end quote, and below that it states, quote, see hearing cycle listing. Are these statements referring to the original hearing cycle listing in Exhibit 2?
Yes.
Or Exhibit 1, my apologies.
Yes, Exhibit 1. Yes.
Now, and just going back to Exhibit 2, we don't need to pull it up, but the notice letter, that letter, as you said, informs the respondents about what happens if they can provide evidence of of insurance or surety coverage before the hearing. So if the commission receives evidence of insurance or surety coverage, what happens then?
Then we will not proceed against that carrier and dismiss them from the hearing cycle listing.
And did staff create an updated hearing cycle listing for today's hearing?
Yes.
Thank you. Can we please pull up what's been marked as staff's Exhibit 5? Now, can you describe this document, Ms. Riley?
Yes, this is the updated hearing cycle listing for today's date. It contains the names of the respondents that we still have not received proof of financial responsibility with the commission.
And did you create this list in the same way as you described for hearing Exhibit 1?
Yes.
And so it was created on the date reflected in the bottom right-hand corner?
Yes, January 26, 2026.
Did the commission create this hearing cycle listing in the regular course of business?
Yes.
Is it the commission's practice to maintain the updated hearing cycle listing like Exhibit 5 as part of its business record?
Yes.
Move to admit Exhibit 5, Your Honor.
Admitted.
Now, did staff send a letter to all of the respondents listed in hearing Exhibit 5, Ms. Riley?
Yes.
Do the addresses listed in Exhibit 5 match the respondents' addresses in hearing Exhibit 2, the notice letters?
Yes.
When is the last time you checked to see if there was any change in the status of any of the respondents in this exhibit?
This morning, January 28th, 2026.
Does staff recommend dismissing any of the respondents listed in hearing Exhibit 5? If so, can you just list which ones?
Yes, I do have 4 for dismissal today. Favela Towing LLC, PUC number T-04711. Insurance was updated for them. Hooked Up Towing LLC, PUC number BT-00031. Insurance was updated for them as well. Machar Limousine LLC, PUC number LL-03748. Insurance was updated for them. And Don's Time LLC, PUC number 56007. Insurance was updated for that respondent as well.
And are you aware of any letters returned to the commission?
Yes, we did have one return letter for Mile High Luxury Transportation LLC, PUC number LL-03914. That was remailed out to another address on file.
Thank you, Ms. Riley. Now, and just to clarify, that initial email address or initial address that you used, was that accurately reflected in the commission system?
Yes.
Okay. Now, just a few concluding questions, and we can take that exhibit down. Ms. Riley, when does the decision made after this hearing become a final commission decision?
The recommended decision will become a final commission order decision 20 days after the administrative law judge issues the decision if no exceptions are filed.
And what happens if a respondent provides proper proof of insurance before the decision becomes a final order?
Then the recommended decision will not be enforced against that respondent.
So can you just summarize staff's overall recommendation for today?
Staff recommends that the permit or certificate numbers listed on here in exhibit number 5 be revoked for lack of financial responsibility as required by law, except for Favela Towing LLC, Hooked Up Towing LLC, Machar Limousine LLC, and Don's Time LLC.
Thank you, Ms. Riley. No further questions for me, and if no other questions, then staff would rest.
Thank you. Yes, I don't have any questions for you, Ms. Riley, but if you don't mind sticking around as you typically do, that would be great.
Of course.
But it does appear that we had an individual join. Alan B. is
Individual.
Yeah.
Sorry, to say the individual who's joined as Alan B could unmute and tell me your full name and the company you're here on behalf of. I can get you renamed for the hearing. Trying again. If the individual who's joined the Zoom under the name Alan B could please unmute and tell me your full name, first and last, and the company you're here on behalf of today.
It is Frederico. I actually can't remember. How does one unmute? If they're on a phone, although this looks like a computer, but maybe that would be helpful. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're calling in by phone, you just need to dial *6 to unmute. If you're on your computer or the Zoom application, there should be an audio button on the bottom left of your screen that you can click. If it's stricken through in red, that means you're muted. If it's not stricken through in red, we can hear you, and I'll be able to see when you unmute as well.
All right, Alan B, I'd like to give you a third opportunity to unmute. It's 12:16. We'll give you until 12:18 to see if you can unmute yourself by then if you wish to participate. All right, Alan B, it looks as though you don't wish to participate in this proceeding. So I'm just going to let the record reflect that an individual identified as Alan B joined the call, but opted to not unmute or participate in the proceeding. And so with that, thank you everyone for your time today. what I will do is I will take this matter under advisement and issue a written decision. And at this time, I'll go ahead and close the record and adjourn the proceeding. Thank you, everyone, for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.